Good to see you. Lamarr Wilson here, back with another video. And today we're going to be doing a Q&A from questions from Instagram. And if you'd like to follow me there, I appreciate it. I do daily posts and daily stories there. All right, so the first question asks, any games you look forward to showcase for Xbox? I know what you meant. Actually, for the Xbox showcase last Thursday, for the pre-show, I was on that with Jeff Keighley. I submitted a video, and here's what I predicted. Hey, Summer Game Fest audience, Lamarr Wilson here, and here are the 5 games that I'm looking forward to them announcing today. So the first one is Halo Infinite. Now, I came into Halo late with Halo 5. I know. But I loved it so much and I can't wait to see what's next. Then there's a new game from Rare called Everwild. It just looks amazing and breathtaking. I have no idea what the game's about, but I want to see it. Number 3, I definitely want to see a Gear 6. This is going to be a game really about revenge and taking the horde out at the center, at the literal core, hopefully for the final time. Now, number 4, since we're talking about Gears, why not a Lego's Gears saga? You know, they did the Funko Pop thing on mobile, but what about Lego? Like, I would actually like to play that, so they need to announce that today. Now, finally, Cuphead 2. I know. Now, Cuphead 1 tore me a new one. It's one of the most unforgiving games ever, but for some reason, I just want more. Why do I want more? Man, am I crazy? Yes, I am. Okay, so I only got 2 out of 5, right? But it was still fun to be a part of the show. I believe that Xbox is not trying to sell the Series X. So I don't think you're gonna see this whole console wars, like sales, oh, they're gonna be battling Sony and all that. Listen, they're not trying to sell hardware. They're trying to sell Game Pass. Game Pass is the new console. All these first-party games and more will be available on Game Pass. PlayStation has a different vision. You know, when you buy the PlayStation 5, you're gonna get exclusive games to that. And they're not wrong. Xbox isn't wrong. It's just different. So you have 2 different strategies. If you're able to get both, that's awesome because you'll get the best of both worlds. But yeah. All right, the next question is, what are you looking forward to in the PS5? So for the PlayStation 5, I'm looking forward to great storytelling, especially single player storytelling, like Miles Morales Spider-Man, Ratchet and Clank, and basically all the games that I won't have time to play on my PlayStation 4 that I'm hoping will be compatible on the PlayStation 5. I think they announced something like that. Please feel free to educate me in the comments because I don't know for sure. But hopefully like a God of War. If I don't get to it between now and November, I'm gonna try it whenever it comes out. I'm hopeful that I can still play that kind of game on the PlayStation 5. Next question is, what is your favorite console? So my favorite console is the one I'm playing at the moment. I'm very fortunate to have all 3 of the main consoles in the Xbox, the PlayStation, the Switch. I also have Stadia. I have Apple Arcade. I have PC gaming that I can do. So like I have, you know, Google Play on my Android phone. So I have pretty much everything. So I will say this though, my home base, everybody needs a home base. It is Xbox, and the reason is that's where all my friends are, and that's what I've been using most consistently since I got one in 2006. That's where I've been, and that's where my friend group and my ecosystem kind of is. So most games I will play on there, but if there's a single player, as I mentioned in the last question, to play a PlayStation 5, or forgive me, 4 right now, that's what I'm playing on. Are you still collecting Funko Pops? And if you are, will you do an update on them? All right, so when I moved, I actually donated a lot of my Pops because I'm honestly not interested in doing a lot of collecting during this pandemic. But as you can see in this video, I do have some around the house that I like the best. And who knows, I might buy more in the future. I'm not ruling it out. It's just not a priority right now. Do a dress up as Wonder Woman. So see, that's the quality stuff you all are missing when you're not following me on Instagram. That's the kind of stuff I put up. What brand of phone do you use on the daily? So on the daily, I use the iPhone 11 Pro Max, which is this phone here. You know, this, I guess this is the goal. But yeah, I have a clear case on it. I have a pop socket on it. And yeah, I use it because it's the best communication tool for what I do. Like, I literally run my business about 90% off this phone. And most of my family, pretty much all of them, except my mom. My mom just converted over. I was going to say that I bought her one. My mom was the lone holdout of being on BlackBerry and Android, but she finally came over because all the other family have iPhones. So now we can all FaceTime and talk together. We know they're all older now, so we definitely, especially during this time, want to talk to each other and keep up. So FaceTime is a lot easier for them. It's already built in. They don't have to download an extra app. We can send voice messages through the, through the iMessage. It's just a lot easier for everybody. So because like we have an ecosystem built into the family and with my friends as well. That's the best phone I use. If you could have any ability from My Hero Academia or any anime, which would you decide and why? All right, so that series is actually still, it's in my one day I'm gonna get to this list on Hulu. I have not watched it yet. Since you said any anime, thank God. I'll have to go with the Dragon Ball series. Goku's instant transmission, where he touches his forehead and he instantly transfers somewhere else. So he got that ability when he was stranded on another planet and the natives taught it to him, and then he's able to like, touch here and then transmit anywhere he wants to on the planet, or actually it's been shown that he can go across worlds. I want that. If you weren't a YouTuber, what would you have been? I don't like the term YouTuber. I've never have. I think I talked about this some years ago because it's very limiting, and my brand and who I am is very much internet based. So I'm more of an internet personality. However, I would have still been in education in some sense. When I left my consulting business back in Chicago, like 2012, before that, I was working with like 50 schools. I was building websites. I was training teachers and training principals on technology in the classroom. At the time, it just wasn't a lot. So I was like really busy working on workshops and things like that. I was giving speeches in various school districts. So I assume by now, had I kept ramping up that business, I probably would have been doing something nationwide across different school districts, speaking and training on education and technology in some sort. But honestly, as I think about it, this is kind of cool what I do now because I can do it not only on a national level, but on a worldwide level. Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. I get to educate and inform on various things that I'm interested in on a worldwide level to like millions of people, potentially. And so, yeah, that's actually that's cool. How did you get started as an influencer? I started doing this 12 years ago. I have over 1,000 videos recorded. I've worked with countless companies. I have built an audience of over 2 million across all platforms. And that, I think, is what makes me influential. So anyone can say they're an influencer, but only those who have the work to show for it are actually influencers. Your reputation will speak for itself daily. So our final question, what is the one thing you've been doing most during this quarantine? And you have a little smiley face. See, you being nasty, I know that. I know what you put that little smiley. If you had to put that, I would have just answered this regularly. But I know what you're suggesting. I'm alone. Do I have extra muscles? I know what you're asking. No, actually, I've been just catching up on various games. 6:41 a.m. I just finished Far Cry 5. Loved it. Finally finished it. And because I love that so much, I watched it before you buy on Far Cry New Dawn. I think I'm gonna get it. And look at that sale. Like, how lucky am I? It's $9.99 right now. But remember when I posted I finished Far Cry 5 and I started Far Cry New Dawn? It's okay. To play it right after, the references and the emotions, and I'm not gonna spoil it for anybody, but I was just like, Grace. Those who play, you know. But man, I love that series. Oh my God. I'm ready for 6. I don't know. I really love long games like this. Like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I put 400 hours in. Like I love these kind of long games where you can do like little projects here or there. I know a lot of people don't like those. I do. So I get really absorbed in them. So yeah, Far Cry I've been doing. And what else? Besides gaming, just mostly trying to center myself and keep myself balanced and level-headed throughout all this madness. Because yes, I'm a creator and I do this, but I'm not alone in dealing with this. Speaking of alone, I've been alone for 4 months. So honestly, I'm thankful for friends and family and for communication and for good internet. I'm really thankful for those things that I'm able to like keep my sanity and keep up with them and see how they're doing and back and forth. And it's just it's been a really interesting experience, and I never want to do this again, but I feel like I'm learning a lot about myself from doing it. All right, so that's all for today, but here's what I want to know. Of the questions I answer, what would you answer to some of those? Or maybe all of them? Well, put your answers in the comments below.